The route this year, all 8 days, are pretty flat. It's going to be very, very fast. The first two stages are into a prevailing headwind anyway, so kind of those first two stages might be slow, so that might favour the county riders a little bit more, that it's nice and slow. Well, when we say slow, it's still 40 plus k an hour, so it's obviously going to be difficult, but yeah, it's going to favour the very powerful riders. The kind of powerhouse guys are really going to be pushing hard this season. The current world time trial champion won it a couple of years ago, Tony Morton, and he's that style of rider, so it's going to suit the really, really powerful riders this year. People think because there's not a huge amount of climbing in it this year, it's going to be easy. It's far from. It's actually the complete opposite. It's going to be much, much harder. It's you can't relax. It's just going to be full gas all day. The own goals for this year will be probably just to kind of stay up on the County Rider GC. That'll be the main goal, to focus on that on the overall, and then also I have my eye on one of the stages. I've had the insider's track onto how one of the stages is going to finish, and I really have a stage 7. It really looks good to me. For county riders like ourselves, it takes an awful lot. You know, you work your usual 9-to-5 job, and then you have to do your training after that. So for me, I train quite a lot. So you're looking at it anywhere from kind of an average of about 25 hours a week on the bike. Put that on top of your usual 9-to-5. So it's a lot of time away from the missus. So yeah, no, it is a lot of dedication. Your diet has to be right. Everything has to be kind of on the ball. The way you usually start is you wake up 3 hours before, 3.5 hours before the stage start. You have a bit of breakfast, then you have my favourite time of the day. You actually get to go back to bed after breakfast. You have to have a little bit of a relax, and then it's straight down to the stage start. Get your massage, have a little bit of food, a small bit of food before you start, and then it's usually our stages are 3 to 4 hours long. Obviously that's the toughest part of your day, and then afterwards you have a nice bit of recovery. You have a warm down massage, and then you'll go for dinner and a real long nice massage then later on in the day. Well, the first thing is that you're on a week's holidays. Most of the county riders have to take a week's holidays and then off work, whereas they're actually taking part in their usual day-to-day job. To be honest, I think the county riders are at such a high level these days that there's not a huge discrepancy. For example, I'm just back from a week's, actually 10 days in Greece doing warm weather training. So the commitment that the county riders have now is on level with any continental level professional at the moment. So yeah, I think there is a discrepancy, but the discrepancy is not that big. I think people like Sam Bennett, and is probably one of the guys you look up to as an Irish cyclist. He was riding at the same level as us 3 years ago, you know, riding the same races, riding the Ross, winning a stage in the Ross, and now this year it looks likely that he's going to ride the Tour de France, so he'll be mixing it with the top professionals. So you have to really look up to him. Then you have Martin Eoin as well, also won a previous stage winner of the Ross, and he's an Olympic gold medal, or has a world champion gold medal, and he'll be pushing towards Rio 2016. So yeah, it's really, really impressive to see those guys. The best piece of advice I've ever had is keep it rubber side down. Keep the tyres on the ground, that's the first thing, and then also is eating and drinking all day, every day. You can't slip up on your nutrition. If you slip up, it's day done, and it's an 8-day race, so that's the biggest point. I think a lot of county riders. I think the county riders really need to be celebrated as part of the Ross. I think they're dedicated so much. They don't have this professional kind of maybe wimpy attitude that they have this. We're entitled to this. This county riders really, really work hard. So people like Damien Shaw, who's here today, Brian McChrystal, they're all very good. Then also my teammates on the UCD team, Ian Richardson, I think he's fantastic and really kind of one to watch for this year's Ross.